starting of a game, period. All these bugs and all that make no sense. Like, I just start the game on and I get this setting. I don't understand that. Then when I hit OK, and then go to settings, it's gonna be the same thing. I can't change it to make it utilized in my TV so I can get the best graphics. And to try to tell you that that worked, but yesterday that didn't work. I wasn't able to hit circle, but let's see if it remains there.
Hey everyone, feels great to have you back. So then, did y'all hear about that Arasaka aircraft carrier docked in Night City? Called Kujira, or the Whale. Apparently the Corp figured it wasn't safe in Japanese waters. Afraid some local fishermen might harpoon it for scientific research. But honestly, it's quite the power move. Wonder what Militech will respond. 17 Flying Fortress over Arasaka HQ. Myers, I mean, of course. Gotta respect the office. Anywho.
A little vanilla and sprinkles? Or kinkier? Wax? Maybe electrosex? Zappies? Power implants?
Nah. Here's what I want. You and your girlfriend wearing high heels, blindfolds, and big gags.
Sit.
You buy
Got a lot to cover.
How much?
Think I got just the thing for you, too.
Sit. We've got. Dex had a load to say about you. Called you professional, effective, and trustworthy. I hope he wasn't overselling. I'm waiting.
No idea if Dex exaggerates. A little, a lot. You got me. Just started working with him, in fact.
I've heard there are two kinds of fixers. Those with stable crews on long contracts and short leashes. Loyalty and predictability they value above all else. Then there's the other kind. Dex's kind. V?
Let's cut to the chase. What do you got for me?
Your target. I trust you know what it is.
Relic. Secure your soul trinket. Key tech in the program, actually. We're tangling with Arasaka, making this heist one dangerous, risky motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Arasaka's poured billions into personality transfer technology. But me, I just want the data on this one. The chip is tucked away inside Konpeki Plaza, the hotel. You ever been? I'm waiting. V? I'm waiting.
Arasaka seems to have quite the touch with that hotel chain. But I gotta say, Konpeki in Tokyo still leagues above the rest.
The two are identical to each other.
Japan's staff, huh? The service can't be beat. Singapore, Paris, Washington. All the rest act like charity case cousins by comparison.
Well, it's hard to argue with that, true.
So where's this chip hiding exactly?
In a suite on the top floor. The room's occupied by Yorinobu Arasaka.
Yorinobu Arasaka. In Night City. Guess the scream sheets weren't lying this time.
It's on the lips of everyone in the city. Saburo Arasaka's only surviving son, heir apparent to the Arasaka Empire, in town. Please.
Could it be? Emperor's prepared to cede his throne after 150 years? Doubt it.
Only a handful of people in Night City know what the Arasaka's real plans are.
Telling me you're one of them? So we're not jumping the Corp. We're jumping Yorinobu Arasaka himself.
Yorinobu is a puppet. He lost all his cards years ago when he failed to do Daddy's bidding. Saburo's had Yuri's balls in a vice for years. He might just turn the screw and crush them outright if he learns his son's up to no good again.
Even so, it's still Yorinobu fucking Arasaka.
V? 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 I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. V? V? I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Look, if you've got any spare aces up your sleeve, now's the time to show them.
Now this should make your prick perk up. Yorinobu recently swiped the chip from an Arasaka laboratory. He's made a deal with Netwatch. Aims to sell it to them. Have you spotted my ace yet, or do I need to spell things out? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. V?
Fine. So no Arasaka security on the device because Yorinobu whisked it away in secret. Now, where's he hiding it?
Well, likely in a specialized container. One that mimics an organic neural environment. On the outside, it looks like an ordinary... You'll see...
Okay, what's next?
Now comes the best part. Follow me. Got something for you. Should help you plan. Brain dance from Konpeki Plaza.
How's a brain dance supposed to help?
Nothing's wrong.
Need facts, not thrills.
Think BDs are only good for fondling virtual tits? Jacking off to in those boxes? No. They can be a very useful tool. Good for analyzing details human perception, even boosted, doesn't grasp. Exactly what you need.
Don't cry.
So what's on the tape?
Yorinobu's suite.
Like anything else?
The glorious interior. You'll need to locate the relic yourself. Hope I grabbed enough detail to make that possible.
What the fuck? Ain't nothing for free. What the fuck? Mwah.
I'm off the clock, hun. Eye of the tiger, babe. I'm off the clock, hun.
Hold up. Mean to say you recorded this?
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to be your... Let's...
Of course! You can count on me, babe. Mm-hmm.
V.
Hey, there you are.
This is V. He's here for that BD role. And V, this is Judy. Best brain dance editor I know.
Enough already. Gonna make me barf.
Hey, Judy.
Compiled your BDF.
What do you think? Will it do?
Still pretty raw, but yeah, ought to do.
Mm-hmm. V needs to get deep inside. That's most important.
So, let's calibrate. Tune it to him. Believe me, I've dealt with worse. Should see the jig street porn we gotta contend with sometimes.
So, we drop V inside. Let him look, let him rummage around, right?
How about it, V? Raw brain dance.
What do you mean by raw? How's this differ from the ready-mades?
Huh. Ready-mades, provided they're well made, should feed you feelings and impressions you'd never have the chance to experience yourself in real space. But it's mass market shit, so it's pre-crafted, hard-coded, fenced in, and manageable. A raw one? Well, it's more like a virtue enviro. Get to move around, look at things in detail. Editors use those layers to fish for juicier emotes and impulses, then use them to pad the BDs that go to market. Sit down, settle in, and we'll get you going. V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. V, what you waiting for? V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. Have a seat and we'll get started. V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. V, what you waiting for? V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. waiting for? V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. Have a seat and we'll get started. Have a seat and we'll get started. V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. Have a seat and we'll get started. Have a seat and we'll get started. V, what you waiting for? V, what you waiting for? V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. V, what you waiting for? V, what you waiting for? V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. 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 V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. 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 V, what you waiting for? V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. V, what you waiting for? V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. 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 V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. 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 V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. Have a seat and we'll get started. V, what you waiting for? 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 Have a seat and we'll get started. Have a seat and we'll get started. V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. Have a seat and we'll get started. Have a seat and we'll get started. V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. V, what you waiting for? V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. Have a seat and we'll get started. V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. 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 V, what you waiting for? V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. Have a seat and we'll get started. V, what you waiting for? V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. V, what you waiting for? V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. V, what you waiting for? V, what you waiting for? Have a seat and we'll get started. Have a seat and we'll get started. Gotta create your sensory profile first. What's up with you?
Okay.
It won't. Okay, now let's set the optics and other sensory sigs.
My... Boot.
Plan's simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio.
Got it.
And remember, everything on full blast. They'll spot us extra for a wicked adrenaline high. Okay, on you go.
Down! Everybody! On the ground! I want to see you kissing the flooring! Money! Now! Or I will fucking drop you! I swear to God! Whoa! Yeah! Hey! Now! Before I blow your fucking head off!
You're alive and well. Just breathe slowly, calmly. You're okay. It's all right.
That was too much. Could feel the guy's pain, his stress, his hope. Hope wrapped up in something else.
Mm-hmm. Probably took a booster just before. You'll be fine. Got everything set up? Let's switch over to editing mode. I'll sever the link to the BD Roller's sensory array. You'll be able to look around freely. Whole scene's yours. Full cam control in analysis mode, so move around, zoom in and out, whatever else you come up with. Think of it as your own little sandbox. So, analysis mode, you control playback. Can even pause when you feel the need. Then you use the editor console to unpause. Try it.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio.
Got it.
Dream as hell, right? Well, that's not all. You can speed things up or rewind, whatever you like. Give it a try. Rewind, roll it back to the top.
Should I?
All good, neat. Now try fast forwarding a bit.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't be creative. We go in, snatch the cash, get out.
Okay. You can also reset the recording. That'll take you right back to the beginning. Try it. Now for some fun. This here's why you came in the first place. In analysis mode, you get to view and even scan details of the enviro recorded by the BD roller. Focus on the heat. The blood this gunk gets from his buddy at the beginning. Now scan it.
Odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we sell the BD to those psycho freaks.
Got it.
And remember, everything on full blast. There's a lot of extra for we
Okay, right here. Excellent. Let's move on. Now heads up. In analysis mode, you can ferret out background noise and conversations if the roller got close enough. This tech records everything, every little detail, even the sights and sounds the roller was never aware of. To see the sources of the recorded sensory signals, switch to the audio layer in the editor. Go ahead and try that now. Okay, good. Now you should see several sound signatures in the store. Choose one and hone in on it.
Okay, fuck! On you go! Little shitheads! Go restock. I'll take the register. How about you suck a bag of dicks, eh?
So, any thoughts?
Unbelievable. Seriously, like what's happening right next to me.
Yeah, it's how BD recording implants work. They pick up everything, all the elements in the background. Then an editor tweaks them, makes them pop. Keep playing with the sound, explore it a bit. We'll move on when you get bored. Sometimes you can analyze extra layers in the raw. Stuff the roller's cyberware picked up.
Like what?
Ev's got Kiroshi optics that grab infrared, meaning you should be able to grab heat signatures from her recording.
Huh. Hella nice.
Now let's wait till the guy punches out the gonk at the counter. Scanning works on peeps, too. Walk up to the wounded chick. Try scanning her.
That's the dumbest shit possible. Who wants to do that?
Come
Like,
on.